You ever do that when you actually break it?
I've had the pleasure of going through that.
And you were in the military? You never broke your nose? They were
Stay out of fights.
I understand that, but you have to have some training. I don't know. You got.
Be one clumsy son of a-
By the way, did they get us? Do we have an email or no?
Dude, stop fucking calling from your fucking 8898 number.
The story. You guys will like this because it involves sperm.
So you like sperm, huh?
You know, I mean, like talking about
man, but Steve just called us
like Method Man. My super sperm, right? Method Man.
I talk about dicks, I don't talk about sperm.
Jeez. Hey, Gabe Williams not here now.
Oh, now that sound effect.
And we're going to take. We are going to take your chat, and we are going to be tossing to you more here in the New Year Mug Club. You are the folks who matter. You are the folks who make this happen, and you know what? We're going to be interacting with you a little bit more, including in promoting, growing the show.
Yeah.
Mug Club Undercover. Like we realize that we a lot of you say put us in, coach, and we never want to ask anything of you. We want to provide for you. But there have been so many people saying, hey, how can I help? There are a lot of ways that you can help. Of course, we don't expect it of you, but we are going to include you if you want to.
Right.
All right. Speaking of inclusion, not the juice splooge. That's the problem.
Well, no, that's
The juice flute.
so the
And
opposite.
to be fair, Jewish sperm complains a lot.
It does.
With all the
Swimming.
shooting and the swimming and the egging. Why you couldn't put your egg at the beginning? Yes, they have tunnels here too. What is this?
Juice from New York, huh?
What is this? It's different. Yo, gotta get on a hayride through the ghetto to get to the.
That's dangerous.
So there has been an ongoing war in the Middle East, in case you didn't know, and of course, there's been a bunch of backlash against Jews outside of the Middle East. It bleeds out.
A woman in a headscarf ripping out an Israel flag and a U.S. flag from the Bagel Time Cafe on 41st and
Bagel Cafe, huh?
And seen the middle of the
She
street
may be a terrorist, but she has a darling
both
figure.
flags.
Man, she really hates Jews.
Law enforcement racing to the scene of synagogues nationwide Saturday in states like New Jersey, California, and Arizona, even here in D.C. Some services were even canceled as a result. A century-old Jewish cemetery was vandalized this morning. Swastikas were spray painted on dozens of headstones. Now the hunt is on for who did it.
You ain't gonna
I can
find it.
guess.
So that's you.
Yeah, and by the way, that lady, you know how fighters are the last ones to know, or athletes, that they should retire?
Yeah.
That lady there on the news, I don't want to be, but like she
Ooh.
looks like the human version of the furnace that speaks from Home Alone.
Ooh.
That's just, I mean,
Oh, suck you off.
why do we have? Well, she probably has more life experience. Let's just be honest. It's nature's cruelest trick. Women, as you get older and you lose the value of your looks, you get so much better at the things that you just.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a pick one.
Yeah, the hot ones totally suck.
Poorly. Now, here's the thing. From 2022 to 2023, anti-Semitic incidents in the United States have increased 337%. According to the ADL, I don't really like them and I don't trust it. I'm just trying to pick a source to show you. Yeah, there have been. Look, there's the empirical, then there's the anecdotal. Just look at the squad, including, yes, Ilhan Omar. They've increased
Repeatedly.
everywhere across the globe. So, I don't remember the story of the Australian hairdresser. Was it Jay Lazarus, who is gay? He says that a lesbian couple.
Gotta throw that in there.
Well, because it matters. It does matter.
Yeah. It does.
First off, his name is Jay Lazarus. He's gay. So that's already 2 funny points.
Yeah.
And then he said there was a lesbian couple who would not proceed with a sperm donation because he's Jewish. So a lesbian couple who, in nature's least cruel trick, cannot conceive, would not accept sperm from a gay man named Lazarus.
I'm telling you, man, diversity is a weakness.
Just get your story straight. So in a text message to Lazarus,
Wow.
the lesbian couple said, we don't have the capacity to navigate parts of your identity in this donor relationship. So we are respectfully ending this now. No, end yourselves now.
Yes.
Please.
The capacity.
Can you imagine bringing a child into that world?
Oh,
Wait,
man.
that's all they said
Yeah.
to him, and they're leading with it's because he's Jewish. That's because he's.
Yeah, you would think so. Like if they said, hey, look, we don't like our chances because you're a country established by a bunch of rapists and murderers. You're a penal colony. And I don't want it to be like Freddy Krueger 2, where she got raped in the insane asylum and you don't know it's going to come out.
Sure.
We don't want him to have that funny accent.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that horrible accent.
It just always sounds drunk. And by the way, if Foster's really is Australian for beer, you should nuke your country.
They don't have nukes. Huh?
Well,
Maybe
no.
they do.
Well, someone
I
should
don't
nuke them.
Well, ask the Jews for the nukes, I guess. I don't know whose idea was to give a bunch of Jews nukes.
Well,
Oh, that was America, right?
It was the rest of the world trying to kill them, necessity.
yeah, necessity. And they haven't used them.
Well, not yet. Not yet.
I can't believe that. They're like, yeah, HIV potential. We're totally fine with all of that.
Yeah.
You're Jewish? Ooh.
You know, here, there's an easy solution. All right, turn down the Jew and just keep scissoring and see if you have a... Let's see who's really God's chosen people. You can pray about it. Lord, give unto us a son. No,
Nope, I don't know. I don't think,
sorry.
I mean, personally, I don't think gay people should be able to. Well, not adopt. Yeah, not a person. I don't think because
Donate sperm?
But they can have kids.
Yeah.
Be impregnated.
No,
But I
you
don't
gotta be
like
full-
them going out adopting
They-
healthy, good, strong white babies
No,
and
man.
turn them into far left, non-binary
If
quacks.
they want to get pregnant, they gotta go through the process what everybody else got to do.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be able to go get sperm from a refrigerator. They gotta take the cock just like
It's true. It's the cost. It's the cost of doing business.
you know what? That's right. Yeah. I'm not giving you a turkey base to squirt you all up inside. You gotta take the cock. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're enabling these people.
Respect
You
the
have a
cock.
baby, you gotta go. You find a cock, they can
You gotta have some balls slammed up against you.
Okay, I don't know. We don't need to get into depth.
Or details.
This
Details.
is what these lesbians need to go through.
Any hole will do.
No, I understand. It's like, hey, look, you want to be the world's most powerful genie. Everything that comes with it. Oh, it's in handcuffs.
No, look, if you're a kid, you gotta take the cock.
We talking squirting there.
Come on now. Well, to be fair, they all are.
What's wrong?
They all are.
It's science.
There's none that don't, unless something's gone
And
hold
there's
of it.
gotta be a guy going, oh,
No.
What's wrong with you? Take the
it's like,
Hodgkins are off the hook.
Yeah, see, that's just no. That's just rape. We don't advocate rape.
no, but they want a kid, so
I think that as far as gay adoption, they should be right down that list after, dual parent households with a mom and a dad. They should be way down the list, like along with single moms who also should not be able to just adopt kids.
I remember back in the day, you could be a straight couple. You didn't have the income, they wouldn't let you adopt.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah. Now you're gay, you don't have a kid.
Yeah, and a lot of them they get the right of way.
Yeah.
Because, of course, if a gay guy comes and says, "I want a child," do you want to be the person who's going to say no? No, I don't want to be on page 6. Here you go. And they give you like a Russian gymnast.
Yeah. Yeah, lesbians are like
I'm
gay
not
people.
working there.
Yeah, gay people are treated like the women in the divorce. They get whatever.
Well, the lesbians here, this is what's so funny, is the oppression Olympics. The lesbians are like, well, look, you were gay, fine, but Lazarus, we did a little digging, and we found out that...
Ain't no Jew getting on top.
And your stash is like a Charleston shoe, so what are we talking about here?
You're like, oh my God, he's Jewish.
That's the most exciting thing here. Is that he's Jewish? None of this makes sense.
Well, it's not like Jew is a race. It's like what you're taught. You're like, it's not like being pregnant by a black person.
And by the way, this guy Lazarus, just so you know, he had to undergo a pretty rigorous process to become a sperm donor in the last few months. Like he had to undergo medical tests, all of this to be deemed worthy.
Good sperm, huh?
And his sperm, even though it underwent this whole, well, here's the thing. It's a relative term. The sperm would have never made it because of the anti-Semitism to the egg anyway.
Oh.
Did HR Sam write that? That's the only way that's acceptable.
I thought someone's going to shoot it or something.
No. This guy's probably scarred for life. Lazarus is like, this load, 4 more people. This suck, 2 people. At least. Lazarus said that he's already been matched up with a new couple, so I guess the perversion continues. How about? And this is one of those. I had to go through Humanities where they ask.
Yeah, first question.
Do you like Jews?
Good enough.
Okay, fine.
You don't like Jews, but you like gay men.
Yeah, a lesbian couple who's taking sperm from a gay donor, and you draw the line at Jew. That's how we know. That's how we know you're really, really anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
When you're so open-minded to all the weird shit, but too many vowels in the last name is a line too far.
Yeah.
That's how we know. Also, no lawyers. That's what no lawyers. That's the lesbians.
Yeah, that's the butcher.
Yeah. Lesbians are not very fun. That's the big takeaway here.
Yeah, it's like I can understand why women would be like gay because I like women, but it's always one that looks like the dude.
Yes,
It's like that doesn't make any sense.
that's why domestic abuse is so much higher in lesbian households
Yeah.
than gay households. And by the way, I'm sure we can bring this up too. Children far more likely to suffer abuse in single mother households and single father households. Far more likely to develop substance abuse problems. The whole idea of it used to be a joke of a girl without a dad becoming a stripper. It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Men, beyond a certain point, when they're young, when they're nursing, men can raise young men, women can't, and men can protect young women. Women can't. The man is the rate limiting factor. And so in single parent households, children do better with men than women. All the data that we have proves that that's true. Pretty much in every facet, particularly physical abuse. And then when you look at interspousal abuse, it's highest by far in the lesbian households. That's why we have batteredlesbian.org. You can go there and you can donate today to help a battered lesbian near you. And they're very easy to find. If they're a lesbian, they're getting battered.
Well, at least one of them.
At least one. Spot the smaller one and ask her to blink Morse code to be safe.
There's real
Bitch just
statistics.
whooping my ass.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely.
Yeah, we put real statistics on that website.
Yeah, absolutely.
Real
Research.
stuff.
Yeah, women used to know like the importance of having a man in the household. Like whenever we would screw up, our mom said, "I'm gonna go get your daddy.
Right.
I'm gonna go get him."
Yeah.
Dad's beat the shit out of us, right? Mama's in the background. Don't kill him.
I love you, Dad.
I mean, he used to beat the hell out of us. But look, we turned out good. Yeah, we turned out real good.
My parents never beat me, but my mom would, she'd really yell at me and hit me, and then she would say, "Wait till your dad gets home." But you already punished me.
Yeah.
I thought we can't do it twice.
That's all that happened.
That's like half a day.
You didn't get like a switch?
No.
I got a wooden spoon, is what I would get.
A wooden spoon?
And my dad would make me select it.
What do you do with it?
Smack me with it. But the problem is, I mean, you guys, you've seen my gluteus maximus.
Yeah.
And so spoons would often break on my butt.
Yep.
No joke, it would break. And then I swear to you, this is all true. I've told this story before. Spoons would break. And then one time I was like, screw this, I don't need to take this anymore. And I put a soft cover book down my pants, and the spoon broke, and my dad heard like the flop. And he goes, he goes, let me see what, and he pulls out the book. He goes, that's why the spoons have been breaking. I'm like, no, it was just break. That's the one time. It really was just my fabulous ass before that.
How did he not notice a book in your pants?
Well, it was one time. I didn't do it.
No,
But then,
Well, Steve's got a great ass.
I have I don't know if it's giant.
Yeah.
It's so that I can traverse arid regions. And they would break all the time. And then he's like, "What? To make up for lost time, you've been putting books in your pants." I'm like, no, I know you're not going to believe the story. I swear, this is the first time I put the book in my pants. All the other times, it just broke on my ass.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Does your dad ask you when you get your ass froze?
Actually, that's a good one. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I really don't.
We should dive into
From my parents?
the origin story.
Dive into Steven's.
No, this.
Well, you know what? Toolman Tim, he's the same. He has the genetic marker for sickle cell. How funny is that?
That is crazy. I don't think it's very funny.
I think it's funny. Imagine being the whitest dude with sickle cell just in a St. Jude's commercial. Yeah, man. It's like Jennifer Aniston. She's like, for only a quarter a day. Get him off me. Get him off.
Yeah, and there's no malaria here, so I can't even ward off malaria. Great.
Just sleep with a net.
Well, no, if you have sickle cell, you can't get malaria.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah, you can't.
So there's a benefit.
There's a benefit.
But not for you.
It's the only benefit.
Yeah.
It's the only one.
Is that before or after it kills you?
While?
No. But you're not going to be killed by malaria. That's
Well, oh, okay, so there's that silver
What's
lining.
the deadliest animal known to man? Mosquito. The mosquito kills more people than all.
Flying vampire. I'm going to ask God a question about that one. Why?
I'd rather be stung by a bee than a mosquito. I'm highly allergic to mosquitoes.
Oh, right.
I look like that legal correspondent's forehead.
You know who else is? One of my sons.
Oh, really?
It looks like it's like a giant whelp.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
It's a giant. Yeah, it gets
My
way,
wife-
way bigger than a bee.
And one of my sons, my other son, who wakes up like I wake up, wakes up like, hi, world!
Yeah.
Ready to go in the morning. He doesn't.
Yeah.
It's weird.
He wakes up like the Lego movie. Everything is awesome. I'm like, don't call me.
Pretty excited. And I call you back.
Everybody's awesome.
Like, hey, Steven, I think we got disconnected. I know you said.
No, right now. I get up super early because it takes me a while to get up. So that's why I'm up at 4 o'clock. All right, let's start taking some chats.
Chatty chat.
Are you letting me know something? Do we?
Some chit chat.
I'm just seeing that he passed me notes here. So 2001 to 2006 stats on abuse by mothers versus fathers. There's a lot of stuff there. You wrote a lot of stuff here. In other words, injuries 1.6 million for mother, only 699,000 for fathers.
Yeah.
And then, hold on, deaths. I'm not done.
Deaths.
2,269 by mom and 936 by dad. That's like 2.5, 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm not good at
And
math,
women are
but-
weak. So the fact that they're injuring them
Yeah.
means they're really trying.
They're really pissed.
angry.
Yeah, it's way higher. And the problem is the court systems don't recognize it. It's irrefutable. Let's go, oh, well, women are the gentler sex. Well, not to these anti-Semitic lesbians
Who don't have the capacity to deal with
they're just playing whack-a-mole with Jewish sperm. Like,
How did she find out? That's what I want to know. Was she like in mid-injection process? It was
at the
like,
very least, it should have to be a circumcised looking apparatus. She needs to learn her lesson. She doesn't get out of this scot-free. All right, let's take some shots.
she has to have some skin in the game, right?
Yes, exactly. Less skin in the game. That's good.
From Frog, chat for the Hodge twins. Is most of your family liberal or conservative? If they are liberal, what do they think / say, and how do you deal with it? Anybody writing you off completely?
You know, it's about 50-50, like my dad's side of the family leans conservative. They're really light skinned, though. Like all my dad's brothers, like blue eyes. They look like Jews.
But don't touch their sperm.
Then my sister, she leans liberal. But she's my older brother, he leans conservative. He leans. Our brother's far right.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. He's QAnon right.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
Well, it's not that bad. No, he called it a day. He said, man, I just heard North Korea's getting invaded. South Korea's getting invaded by North Korea. And China's invading Japan and some shit. Yeah. No, Taiwan.
You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, that tells me he's probably not. Like, that would be pretty easy to fact check, right?
Yeah. You turn on the TV.
Right. Except
No,
for
but,
now, you can see Nikki.
there was a Facebook group against the Hodge twins. It was like our second cousins and third cousins.
Oh, I know it was.
Just shitting on us. Yeah. And then it was those are the niggas of the family.
There we go.
Every family's got
This is
some
the
niggas.
earbuster
Well,
brand.
one of my cousins went there and he sent me a screen. He went off on me. And this is right around the George Floyd stuff was going on. He said, how y'all gonna stick up for a sorry ass nigga that dies on fentanyl and y'all never even knew the dude? Y'all wouldn't even went to invited this guy to like a Christmas gathering or anything, but y'all gonna stand with him, somebody you never knew, than your own cousins who's never been like arrested and that does the right thing.
Yeah.
He just like totally went off on him. I was like, man, he's one of the good Negroes. And that cousin is neither a Democrat nor Republican. He's like down.
He just was supporting you guys' kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why, before you guys were even openly political at all, I just said, you know what, these guys, former military, they're family men, they run a business, they're more conservative than they realize, and I think they're funny enough. We brought you back on as my garage, and then, the world...
Then you popped the big question.
I didn't,
What do you think about Obama?
No, I didn't. You came out with the fact that you voted for Romney, which surprised me, because even I don't like him.
Yeah, but at the time, he was the
only guy.
He was the only guy.
Yeah, he was the only guy. All right, let's grab some more chats. I would love that broad.
From Spline94, question for Steven. My family are Russian Jews who escaped the Soviet Union and as a result are conservative. However, my sister is married to a liberal.
Gross.
This has caused trouble for her since he does not stand behind her stance on Israel and doesn't know what side he supports. How can I help her or what should she do in this situation?
Okay, so I hate the Monday morning quarterback. I should have never married this guy. That being said, here's the problem that this guy needs to understand is that woman is going to lose respect for him. I don't know which side I'm on. That woman cannot respect him. This does not end well for that marriage. So what can she do? Rather than in politics, she at least needs to tell him that she wants a man who sacks up. Let's start with that.
Yeah, maybe support the home team.
Yeah, the best thing might be having good men in his life, telling him to sack up regardless of politics. If you don't know where you stand on these issues as a man, you are not leading your household. And and I get it too. A lot of women say they want a strong man until they disagree, and then they go from 0 to feminist in 2 seconds flat. But it is very, very hard for a woman to respect. She'd probably respect him more if he took, an opposing stance to her. But I do not believe. I know everyone will point to James Carville and his wife. I just don't believe that if you're
Indoctrinated Midwest.
that far apart on fundamental values that you can make a relationship work. I can't imagine it. How do you have safe refuge?
I'm gonna do a
How do you
desktop
go
stream.
home
I just needed to get
and
ready.
express, your deepest
I'm actually getting
thoughts,
there a
your
little bit earlier
beliefs,
today,
your core
so-
values, what matters to you, which usually, by the way, also bleeds into your fears, your insecurities, your worries for the future of your children. If the person in bed next to you doesn't believe in anything that you support,
Midwest,
you don't know how
pro
you
tip.
make that relationship work.
Don't hand your burner to an old man who thinks it's a real gun.
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if anyone
And then
has any better advice
when the
than this.
ball-
It's like, hey,
The pepper ball gets ejected. He squeezes it as hard as he can just to see how strong it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, those pepper balls are very effective.
It's going to be really tough.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you say, man, I'm really concerned about, the role that my kids are going to be obviously, we're out there with modern gender ideology. It's like, well, isn't that just great? I mean, how are you going to deal with that?
I'm out to I
Bunty bigot just
put him
came
in a
home.
Ziploc bag.
Parents are Russian Jews.
Transported them home. Didn't open the bag at all. And it's still, my eyes are watering inside this car.
But shouldn't that have been like the first question? How do you feel about the Jews?
Yeah.
Because I'm one.
Yeah.
Meaning her, right? Like that seems like it. That's like the routine question. It's like the Jewish question has been posed to you and you're on the fence. Right. If you're married to a Jewish person whose family escaped the persecution that they're now
Man, decontaminated the cars, but that's not good. There was just a little tiny wisp of powder. It's like fucking anthrax. It literally does not take hardly any of that powder to drive you crazy.
That's a tough spot. Let's grab another chair.
I got home last night. I fucking cleaned the inside of this car inside and out.
Ever be president of the United States? I don't know. I don't think.
Mind you, the balls are in a Ziploc bag.
Absolutely not. And I'm by the way, that's not hyperbolic. Absolutely not. Never. Never, 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 never. No, by the way, hold on. Why?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to carry them anymore. Maybe I'll just put those in a separate magazine.
Ever. And we have an absolute assassin.
Holy crap, man.
We have great women who work here in positions of authority, who kick ass and take names.
Fucking blowing my nose all the way to
When it
work.
comes to
And I cleaned the
the
car.
other thing too I've learned in the workplace, women work better with men and men work better with men. Once you eliminate the whole feminism thing, the
Yeah,
sexual
right now all I have is the kinetic balls.
Always women who have problem with other
Maybe I
women,
should have
and
cleaned off the
men who have
magazine a
problem
little bit
with
too,
women
but oh well.
because they
That's
wanna be
probably where it's
hyperly
coming
sensitive.
from.
Everyone works better in
Oh, it's DoorDash fag.
assuming they're not looking for a reason to be offended. Also, I think that women, if you look at throughout history, I believe that there's someone out there. I was just reading this.
God damn, my eyes are
After
watering.
kings had died and queens were left sort of in positions.
I look like I'm fucking
that more wars were
high.
starting. You'd think
My
that
eyes are
was-
so red.
That's not true. Men are more violent in their nature in the sense of being protective, in the sense of being defensive. Women tend to be more erratic and emotional. That is true. Not
Go down again.
not usually
Get some air.
not all women, but here's also my real genuine concern. Because not all women take this out. Okay, a huge percentage of
What's
women,
funny is my niece made some cupcakes. Of course, I had to eat one because she made them. And I had a little bit of it on my finger, I think. And I ate the cupcake. I'm like, damn, that's spicy. She's like, it's not spicy. I'm like, oh, I guess I had some powder on my hand.
But the man is on the foot. The man has to foot that bill no matter what. Divorce, you could have never worked. You could have never contributed. You could have cheated. And in California or Texas, you still get to take half, even though this guy worked his entire life. We just talked about it with the statistics as far as abuse to children. Women do not get treated the same way. They do not get put in prison for abusing children. Women have the luxury. Not all women take it, but all women in many scenarios, where if you were to compare it to a man's option, they have the ability to not take any accountability. And that does not breed the kind of mindset or experience necessary.
Yeah, I found out.
Just to see it in action.
Well, I knew I handed it to him like it was a real firearm. And I told him, but he's fucking half deaf, so he just saw the gun and his eyes got wide. He was like, oh, nice. Grabbed it up, dropped the magazine, went to pull aside. I'm like, there's no slide. And he pushes down on the upper switch there that drops the ball out. The ball just went crack. I'm like, oh, don't move. He picks it up and squeezes it. You see a little puff of white smoke. I'm like, no!
And these are both good women trying to tell the other woman how to do her job like she did. Remember we saw these dynamics at play? Hey. Anyone's opinion here.
We're like 2 minutes before the Lions game's supposed to start, so we're running around trying to clean this up before his wife got home. And she's like, what's going on? Why are you guys cleaning my house?
Black lady just shoot my ass.
That was hilarious.
Do something wrong. She sent me to go see. I need to go see.
But go Lions, hell yeah.
Just,
Nice game.
Yeah. So I get to the
BJC.
and I tell him what happened, and he was so compassionate.
Yeah.
And he sat and listened to me, and I was like, and when I left out there, I felt like a man again. Because that black bitch, she just like emasculated me. It's like women have something to prove, like female police officers. They treat you like shit.
Yeah.
They're horrible. It scares me to see a woman who's in the court because I know she's going to understand. She has something to prove. Women, yeah, they have something to prove because they know what they're position for.
Oh my, this guy's flying behind me. All right, let me speed up so I can get around this truck.
Especially in the position. Oh, they're dangerous.
Well, it's the same thing you
Oh,
see
inside the magazine?
Where you see even sort of Barack Obama. They go,
How does that happen? Is it just from the pressure, you think?
That was the first black people go, oh, everything we say is racist. All women have had that. You just see this relationship thing.
Yeah, I think I'm probably just going to stick with the connect. Maybe keep a special Pepper magazine separate. I don't know. It's
where they're not meeting your expectations. You have an ask. Okay? You have an ask to make. And you're concerned about making the ask because you think they'll respond with the accusation of sexism. Never. That's never happened. You've never been concerned with it. Every single guy is concerned. If it's like, hey, it'd be nice to maybe have a meal. So what am I, your chef? Hey, Mike, what am I, your maid? There are things that men have always wanted. They're afraid to ask. A woman's never afraid to say, you know what? Hey, I think.
I wanted the Packers to win. I'd much rather face them than the fucking 49ers.
To protect this house since we've had some break-ins. Whoa, what are you, sexist?
We'd have had another home game.
You're not afraid of it. So you go through your whole life. It is a card.
Yeah, I was rooting for the Packers. Even though we split our games this year.
Who never once said it as a woman. Or who never
been pretty cool.
Said, oh, well, of course, there's it. It implied that the attacks were against them because they were or are a woman, then maybe. But we haven't seen it yet.
Not even from a Republican woman.
No, not even from a Republican. The closest that we had was Carly Fiorina, and then she descended into it later once she became a front. No, I think women can be great in other positions and prominent positions. I just don't think the dynamics would be great.
Yeah, they had that game except for the last 2 minutes.
We haven't seen anyone yet.
They were in control.
That's my opinion. Now, if there is a man,
it was nice to see Baker Mayfield just fold under pressure, though.
Socialist, communist,
sorry.
Female Republican, of course, I would make that vote. But it's not
every Ohio State fan in the world was rooting for. I mean, I'm not an Ohio State fan, obviously, but most of the people that were watching with me were. We're rooting for the Lions.
There's a woman out there somewhere that's better than Joe Biden.
Jim.
Fucking Aiden Hutchinson, man, he's an animal.
Thatcher did a great job. She did do a great job. Yeah, they're still working.
Oh, yeah, they are. They're the youngest fucking team in the league, dude.
Probably. And I think that maybe at that point in time, it
You got no really huge contracts. Hell yeah. They got room to,
And I just don't think that there needs to be a place for that.
the best players. They got room to give them some raises. Fuck yeah, man. And they got a decent pick.
Yeah, exactly.
In Italy, that Melania, she's doing a pretty good job so far.
But she's easy on the house.
How's this?
It's an inconsequential country. I'm
Sure,
sorry.
Mary's on the other side.
They can screw it up or they can do fantastically well. It affects nobody. Maybe a few fashion designers, a couple of espresso machines. They're not
Damn, a bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cops. They're all Toledo, too. None of them are highway. I keep touching something and stirring it up in here somehow.
From decent question. Welcome back, y'all. DeSantis went from having a lot of support to way less after announcing to run and attacking Trump. However, he ended up endorsing Trump. How much do you think DeSantis' dropout and that strategy move during his campaign will hurt or affect him in future elections?
Certainly. I hope it doesn't, and I do think that I hope that Donald Trump tosses some support behind Ron DeSantis. If he's looking at other elections, which historically Donald Trump has done. Just to be clear, Donald Trump is very much like a fight hyper, where once it's done, unless he has something personal against you. I mean, for crying out loud, he said Ted Cruz is dead JFK, and then he said, "Look, I'm sorry that some people say you're dead. I'm sorry that people said your wife's fat and ugly. I didn't mean to repeat what they said." So
Look at this traffic backs up because of those fucking idiots.
He does that with Ron DeSantis because they had a relationship before that. He's just one of
Wow.
those guys. He's either all in or all out, and if you're competing against him, he's a competitor. So
Absolutely.
and I don't think that DeSantis lost.
No worries,
support to attack
brother.
Trump, because he was very careful to not attack Trump for a while, and you could see him shift and think, well, whatever I'm doing is not working, so let me try and create some momentum by attacking Trump. And if anything,
I'll be live.
sort of increased his dissent.
At the
I
desktop.
think a lot will have to do.
Hold on, maybe
a lot of
one.
this will play out in the next
1 o'clock, 12:30 sometime.
Is Ron DeSantis.
We got a lot of interviews coming in today.
Like how well received is he by that base? Because if he goes and goes back to the Ron DeSantis that launched this campaign, then I think it's going to hurt him, because people saw it. They were like, I was turned off the first time around. Right? It's the only reason, in my opinion, that Vivek had such a, I guess, initial surge was because people were like looking around going, I don't see anybody that identify with this. And the guy in Florida has a phenomenal record. If you just put it on paper, I would vote for that guy over anybody else in the field, save for Trump, right? But then Vivek comes in and starts saying something that's Trumpian, but had more business kind of acumen with it. And you were like, that sounds better than him. So hopefully what he does is supports Trump heavily, campaigns for him, and then absolutely runs away from those guys that he hired last time. Because that mentality.
You don't think DeSantis would be his VP?
No.
No, I don't think it'll be his VP.
Some of the Trump's VP might give it being the president next.
I don't. I mean, they'll be in a position to run for it, but the last guy wasn't too good.
It was good fun.
But my 3-foot gallows, come on, gallows.
That's all it takes.
Get back pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
That's a Hallmark card.
He hung himself in his own cell.
You gotta want it though, okay?
Yeah, no, I think you're right, Joe. And again, we've liked all of them. I do think at this point it's pretty damn clear. Look, I'm not going to argue. If you're going to argue Nikki Haley, we're not on the same page. I don't dislike you. But
Yeah, I did.
you're a Republican.
Of course, he's denying everything.
No, he could.
But I could see them fucking blasting some bullshit charges on him. I mean, but he opens himself up for that shit.
So fast.
There are rumors that she did stuff very close to that.
Really?
Although it seemed like Eli was in pretty much support of him. I like Eli. He's a little bit flamboyant, but I like Eli.
Like rumors that she cheated on her husband. That was
I still-
I
guess he had his chance with me as far as all he had to do is admit he did something wrong and then move forward. He did the exact opposite. He doubled down. So
well, the guy was Jewish.
What was it? Can I see that question again from Good Question Asker? Which, by the way, pretty
Decent question.
yeah, I was telling
yeah, no, I think
because Duke sent me just a screenshot of all the charges and stuff like that. He's like, he's looking at 30 years. I said, it's New York City, dude. I bet you he doesn't even get 3, even if he's guilty. He could be guilty, and I bet you he doesn't even do 3 years.
I think it's someone who we're not thinking of right now. I thought Tim Scott at one point. Tim Scott is the.
I don't believe any cops anymore. It doesn't sound like it was an indictment. The cops just literally charged him without an indictment.
Photo negative. He said that. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's his guy.
Oh shit. Fucking cop. Of course, I finally in the right lane.
That's a great thing. People love black.
Oh, you're gonna slow down so I can't get the fuck over?
That way,
You fuck.
don't go back the other way is when I get.
You're a dumbass.
Look at those big teeth. Big teeth for the camera. All black, the teeth look even more white.
Hey, Jody!
Right on him is his teeth.
Yeah, scripted drama.
Palms. I like his white palms. His white teeth. That's why Tim Scott's my VP. Tomorrow with my club undercover, folks, we'll probably get sued. We'll see that. We'll need your support.
Yeah, it is. It's a burglary, I guess. And then they're saying that he had possession of stolen property too, which is weird because they haven't taken anything off him. How do they? Does he have the stolen property with him on video or something? Because they hadn't got into his house, I believe. I didn't listen to the whole thing, so I don't know. I was watching football last night. I popped in and out on Bow, and I saw that he was watching it. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's just a pure content creation bullshit. So does Eli not like good guy now? That seemed weird to me. They're talking about, a couple of other big time guys around here, blah, blah, blah. I was like, wait a minute. I like good guy. He's weird, but I thought him and Eli got along. Yeah, I agree.
Driver, ELO southbound telegraph 7, ELO freight grade GSC Sierra all over the roadway. Hospital plate at Edward Paul Queen 5401. Edward Paul Queen 5401 all over the roadway. Central clear as well.
5817 Central.
5817.
I'm in the area of that DOL if you'd like to send it to me.
I think the only one I'm subbed to is good guy. But I think I got notifications off because he goes live constantly.
275 and Telegraph.
It's one thing to fucking watch and watch the police. It's another thing to actually try to antagonize them. I mean, to me, that just makes real activism just look bad. I mean, honestly, I think the work that Long Island Audit did to get that judge's order to where they could enter the police stations, they ruined it by rushing in there and starting things before it was even really in place. And then it got stayed. I don't know. Wait until it goes all the way through and then do a bum rush of a bunch of different ones. Don't go one, then go to the next, then go to the next. They're going to call ahead. They're going to be like, hey, these guys are coming around hitting all the stations. You know what? Hit them all at once. Spread everybody out. Yeah, Long Island's got a big ego too, but you know, he isn't antagonistic. You know, he's respectful. He speaks to everybody respectfully. And I think that pisses the cops off even more. They want you to be antagonistic so they can do something to you. They want to be able to put their hands on you. And even though technically it's not legal for them to do it for that reason, that's what they're going to use. They don't care because there's no repercussions. They know it's just going to get thrown out and then nothing's going to happen to them. Hey. I got to get a hold of Jared this weekend. Probably, I'm thinking maybe if not Friday, Saturday. I was so busy this last weekend. I can run around doing a bunch of shit around the house. I mean, you don't have to antagonize them to make them violate your rights. Honor your oath is a perfect example. So is Long Island Audit. The perfect examples. You don't have to antagonize them, and they will still violate you. They will still arrest you unlawfully. They will still make up shit. I mean, yeah, if the ultimate goal is to, okay, I'm going to get paid for this, that judge is going to see the way you acted. And I've seen cases get thrown out even though the people got violated because of the way the person was acting. Is it right? No. But anyway, they'll throw that case out. Oh, look at the way you have no, you know, you get a conservative judge, he's going to be like, fuck that. You know? Look how disrespectful you are. I'm not saying to kiss anybody's ass either, though, because I sure as hell will never do it. Well, a lot of these guys that do the antagonizing think just being respectful is kissing their ass. No. I treat people that I don't even like, you know, with as much respect as I get from them.
I'm going to be second in Kentucky outlet, though, Jack. Fuck jackass, fuck man.
352.
Yeah, true unindoctrinated. I like NC Tire Hunter too. Tell you what though, I don't know how long ago they did that video of he went and did backup in that one little town where all those motherfuckers were surrounding them and grabbing their signs and shit like that.
For the hospital, Montreal.
I mean, I know he has a lot of health issues. was to ever actually have a physical confrontation with someone, it would probably not end well for him. But
Central 5003 is not seeing safe.
But yeah, you're right about Rogue too. He gets violated constantly.
5019.
You can show myself 15 for the last. I'll be the IR. You can say he's running his partner around the car.
12 boy.
Oh, Jeff Gray, yeah. Why? He's funny as fuck, man. I don't even take him that serious. He's one hell of a promoter, too. But yeah, he can be pretty antagonistic, though, as well.
If you have 36 fire, you can cancel. City fire's clear.
That's better.
There you go. What's up, Chopper? Oh, shit.
5817 Central.
I turned too early and too late.
17.
All right, I checked down.
This is the back of the factory there. Look how old this building is.
Thank you.
Central 1451. You have service. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
All right. I think they actually did some plowing here over the weekend. All right, y'all. I'll be back. Probably go live from the desktop unless catastrophe starts. Thanks for riding with me. Love you guys. Peace.